Everybody. How's everybody doing?
Belay there. We'll be starting shortly. Just give me 1 second. apologize for the wait there. Thank you guys for waiting patiently. Let's get right into it, shall we? We're gonna get right out into it. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, you guys have a wonderful day there. Let's take a look here. Ooh, got my nose a little bit stuffy here today. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful day. Hopefully, you guys are. Let us continue on. So, let's check out our journal. Now that Phineas knows Mr. Clunk's been hoarding really so fixed, he just needs you to get in the story, steal it. Alright, so we gotta steal it. Weapons for the void. So we got 3 for this. And then we got Pamverati, Basilium. Search the outpost. So let's do this one.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Alright, so we are above Edgewater. Edgewater. We need to bring you. We actually do need to bring you. Now, if I bring Sam along, is that just continue my phobia? Does Sam count towards my phobia? Character, details. Oh wow, I guess it is. Oh, I think we've been over there before. Yeah, it does see the pathway does continue, so probably should have went this way too at one point.
Incoming! Barely is this unit's middle name.
He just slams the dunk on them.
And we're stalking. I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out! Here they go! Nice work! That's the last of them.
Wasn't that hard? I actually thought it was them at first. Like, I was about to just like, oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, never mind, you're just, you're a marauder. If marauders are here, that's not a good news.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Sam, making blood-stained clean again.
Rebecca Crone Medallion. Cartridge. Anderson and it displayed its display faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make bits and pieces of what it looks like. Rebecca, final entrance. Law help me, Anderson was right. Should have never taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everybody here is blind or addled, and I don't know what. Or I don't know what. The town won't let us talk in without an employment contract. Can't even find someone to let me send a message for a couple of folks here. We're stuck. Back home, we had to fight for our meal because there's no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here there's plenty, but no one's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson's about ready to sign up, offer his life in service to Spacer's Choice, so that he can take a shower. Clara, I hope that our architect is never. I hope this never reach this. I hope to the architect this never reaches you. But on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson, I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarchs will live in hell. We are sick of it. We are sick of getting sick. A boiled Ratian and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought that we could use the contract money to find a place here, settle down, but this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. Miss you, kid. Mirage at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. We won't let him get. I won't let him get me. Not alive, anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
So he was bleeding out. She took her own life.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, break her to know the truth.
She still wants to know just the same as you did. I have kept it from her. The news would have only hurt her.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Might do it. I think there was anything about the word as you don't know. You're guessing here. Anyways, let's find out. Any way to find out for sure?
Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana Queen behavioral patterns. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
So out of their whole teams, the two that escaped just wanted to escape and leave. They wanted to abandon everybody. Okay, it looks like there's nothing here, but let's head out. Okay, we came here, unreliable, and we're leaving.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your safety. Not the gun.
Alright, journal. Felix wants this. Okay, so it's Felix.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Felix Milestone's with me. Expecting us. Through you if you push me.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through. Got my sights on you.
Listen here, pal. If you... hold on. Listen here. If you want to start something, feel free, because I'm pretty sure I can take on you and your all posse here. So you best be watching yourself, buddy. Only now I just realized I went the wrong way. Okay, wonderful. What's going on here?
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
No, it's fine. I'll do my own introductions. Lord Brum, how... Lord Brum, how... Lord Blum. I'll cut it, do this.
Your captain has a sense of humor, Felix. Good. There's a time and place for humor. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix, but neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
He wants to put him through a test. Let me let you. Felix is loyal to me. You expect me to just hand over my crew? Go fuck yourself. Oh, I want to do that. You know, I'm doing it.
That you feel insulted is a testament to your affection for the boy. I'm not asking you to let him go. Not until he's ready. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
You can't control your own people. How? Let's potentially care a problem. What happens after that?
Then Felix will have done me a favor, and I will be grateful. I imagine we'll catch up on lost time, have a long talk about his future.
Do you ever get tired of pretending he doesn't already have a captain? What's this pair? Never really need him. What did this trash do as their day? You can't control your own people, how?
We're not a band of common pirates, Captain. We are revolutionaries. I expect a certain degree of intestinal fortitude from my soldiers. Trask was a coward.
What did he deserve that?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with? Let's hear it.
You said you were working on something big.
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
So you're a band of outlaws living on the edge of the asteroid. Some revolution.
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
That sounds like you got a plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
Let me makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay. Something on your mind?
Let's ask them why.
Something on your mind?
Alright, so I guess we gotta go kill someone. Oh, wonderful.
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something?
Let's see. Perception. Something feels strange. Are you sure you can trust this guy?
I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him.
Feels like he wants you to do his dirty work, then and take the fall.
You think he's using me? He wouldn't. Would he?
He won't catch up until you kill Task. What does that tell you?
That he's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks I'm still just some wide-eyed tenderfoot looking for a scrap. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this.
We gotta go to the Groundbreaker, find out where Trask is, go to him, confront him, and then find out what's going on, kill him, and then bring back the ring, then kill the Clyde.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
This is Halcyon News.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
I'm looking for a guy named Rufus Task. I'm told he lives around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. That's Harlow's mark. No mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
I'm not gonna lay a finger on Task. You should worry about yourself.
Hey, easy. I'm just trying to go about my day. Don't need some hired thug glaring me down. Rufus and his band of merry gun hands are hiding out in Emerald Vale. I swear, that's all I know. Not inclined to answer your questions. Not after the way you talk to me.
You're right. I was right. I apologize.
Yeah, all right. What else did you need?
Did you and Task split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about how...
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
Huh. So he didn't tell you about Hallow.
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
Yeah, probably.
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
Yep, that's all I want to know.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Yep, alright, yep. If she was alone, I would kill her, but... So that's two reasons to go to Emerald Bay. Two reasons.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go bother with it.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
So there was... I think there's something else I gotta do in Emerald Bay. Alright, Emerald Bay. Oh wow, I gotta go all the way over there, hey? Wait, is this on the mountain? Ooh, are we close to the volcano?
Clean cycle F2, industrial stain. Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Good work, Sam. Good work.
Unit is clean. Object is soon to be...
Oh,
My time to shine!
dropkick.
I'm the best there ever was!
I never really actually been down this path.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. Harlow said he betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
Neither of us trust Harlow. That's a start. What's the worst that could happen? Harlow says stranger with a gun after you. If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You asked me to take your word, show me evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at him.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent. Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Alright, I heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
Yeah, boy. But I'm gonna ask you for the ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Alright, you listen, guys.
Mulling it over, huh? I don't blame you. You need something else? Tell you what I can. Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships. If we only... You need something else?
Alright.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop to informing for the establishment. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame.
Taft said he had evidence.
Yeah, well, we let him live. Let's hope we don't have to make 2 trips.
Oh.
None of this is making a lick of sense to me right now. I think we need to have a word with Clyde.
Oh no, we will. Gonna kill them, and then when they think I'm gonna be coming back, nope, they're dead.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
I wanted to see the space travel, which sucks. That's the only thing I don't like. I thought we could actually drive spaceships and all that, but it would be nice. It would be nice to have that, though. It would. Oh, well.
What's the word? So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
Trask had some things to say about you, and I've got my own misgivings.
Task told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
You have been bought off. We got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we meet, you told me Task was an informant of the board. You were lying. Your friend's been taking us for idiots, Felix. You want to teach him a lesson?
Believe me, boss, I'm tempted. But I'm gonna give him one chance to own up. Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Caution!
Compromised, huh?
Oh, that's the last of him.
Alright, Sam, it's cleaning time. Time to clear out scumbags. Well, they won't be needing any of this stuff. Alright, check out the logs. Association logs, memos, turn to the roots, open last entry, how the boss, fuck the board. Wake up and you're seeing the board already owns you. You're looking at the looking for the rules.
Out of my way!
Sam, clean time. Sam knows how to clean up.
You're going down!
Sam, I want you to clean, boy.
Resuming passive mode.
Good job, Sam. Ah, Volley. Remember that time you said you were gonna have my eye on me? Yeah. Turns out you didn't have your eye good enough, eh? Next time, don't mess with me. I hate it when I'm wasting my efforts there. Sent me all the way there to go kill someone, only to find out it was a lie. Well, guess what? I went there, and it was a lie, and you're gonna die for it. Wish you could blow this whole place up. I would love that. Oh, there's a door. That leads to the Z bathroom. Ho ho ho! It's the bathroom. Ho ho! Interesting. Oh, but what's over here though? Is there something over here? Nope, just boarded off access. Cool. Oh.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Going to cover Trevor tonight. You don't really know what's going on inside that somebody's skull. Don't look at me like this. I don't think. I just shoot things.
Yeah, no kidding, boss. You made that clear as day. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
There's a lesson here. It's not to look up to anyone. I consider why you're upset. You feel like he betrayed you. Money changes people. The board probably offered Hao a lot of money.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
Well, it's not like I pay you.
I ought to thank you for that. Keeping me on the straight and narrow. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we put Trask in the ground. No, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Oh, you want to put trash in the ground? Alright, let's go. We're gonna go put him in the ground right now. Hey, anyone else out here?
Looks like we're doing this.
Ah, yes, there was. Someone was hiding.
Area has been sanitized.
Oh, alright, we're gonna go put trash in the ground right now. Let's go put the old trash into the ground. And then, because I gotta go back there anyways.
Welcome aboard, Captain. We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
$209 out of 150, 350. Oh wow. Oh, I was waiting on a loading screen there. It's Spicer's choice. Honestly, I don't know what I feel about the board. I don't run any issues with the board, and frankly, I just don't quite understand the board. They really supposed to be how, like, what's the, like, I haven't really come to terms with what bad thing they've been doing. Am I stuck or something? Okay, good. They're dead. Okay, so it turns out that every time you reload a game, all enemies respawn. So, like, say if I quit the game entirely and then reload it back up, they will respawn. But they won't respawn if you leave the planet, go in and out. They don't respawn. They only have certain conditions to respawn. Oh, Felix, you want him dead? Yep, we're gonna get him dead. Don't worry. Remember me? Yeah, got bad news for you.
Heard what you did to Harlow. Wish I could have been there to watch.
Don't worry. I'm sure he'll tell you all about it.
For a fight?
Clean the time, Sam!
Incoming!
Watch this! You guys see that?
Let's see what Felix has to say now.
Yeah, boss?
He didn't say nothing. But there you go. We got him into the ground. Let's see here. Empty man, scholar, turns problem of life on silicon, bazillion. Dominican will only come out if the threat of individual is territory. View primal. Silica, Basilia, no, okay. I guess I don't.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
What did I just walk into? What?
Status report. 13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
What did I just... What did I just walk into? Okay. Sure, privacy. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll go talk upstairs. Maybe there's someone fighting up there. Oh, yes. There's some deep cleaning going on, Sullivan. I had no idea what I just walked into on. So, yeah, we have new crewmates.
Hey, Cap.
You missed it. So we after completed the beacon quest there, where we had to go and do the beacons right there. A ship crash landed on Monarch, and I managed to pick up the tracking module from the captain there. But so a ship actually crashed. We got to watch it happen too. It was pretty cool. There's a previous stream that you can watch about it too. Oh yeah. Let me talk with Felix. Felix
Good
always
to see you,
looks.
boss.
I don't see it behind. Felix looks like an old man, but if you look at him from the front, he looks like normal. I decided to chat up on the ground. I don't really care about their backstories all that much. Also, Felix and Vic keep getting into fights. These two always get into a fight. Okay, and I'm like, really? Really? So yeah, we got more decorations. Oh, we got this too. Antibiotic Secret Lab 0027. That's new. So we oh, is that new up there too? So we have new decorations as we go on. Okay, I think we can get enough privacy, maybe? What's with her eyes like that?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Can we explain to me about the, what was going on? No?
See you soon, Captain.
Alright, so we're gonna head to Brazilium, no, we're gonna head to Monarch, and we're gonna go to Stellar Bay, hopefully? Yeah, we're gonna go to Stellar Bay, because we gotta do a companion mission, and we'll do that. Actually...
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
And then we need to take her. So And guess what? We're taking Sam with us. Because Sam knows how to clean. Alright, if I tell Sam to clean the house, he'll clean the house. If I tell Sam to clean the infidels, we'll make him clean the infidels. Wait till you see Sam fight. Sam fight's pretty good. Okay. We're gonna go to journal and we're gonna go. Take private fancy clothes. Oh, I gotta go to Silica? Oh. I guess I'll do the secret. I'll do the void weapon there. Oh, there's one over here. Okay. Let's go. Oh no! Oh my god, my HP. Yep, we're injecting ourselves in good with this.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our
Unit's air purity set.
Oh my god. I just needed to leave. You should have just told me. Region? So yeah, the crash ship landed right over here. Gunship crash site. Where did I need to go? Over here. To the fast shuttle to LD left. Alright. Alright. And we're gonna get a science weapon from here. So we discovered a thing called science weapons. And those things, I don't know. They can be good or bad depending on how much you level up your science. So the higher your science level is, the more damage it does. But that would require you to max out science there to be effective. I guess I'm not sure. So whether or not it's good in your opinion, it's based on your opinion alone. Did I seriously miss the science weapon? Oh yeah. ULD weapons terminal key. Oh, so this is the science weapon. But I need a ULD key card. So I need a weapon key card, which I have no idea where, because I think I looted it, everything else around here. So yeah, the science weapons do sell a lot. Like, so I have a shrink ray, a mind control ray, manipulator rearranger, and a prismatic hammer. And as you can see, they do 76 damage. They do damage compared to my damage, and I also found out I can tinker. So you may notice already there's like a few options for tinkers. Okay, that tinker increases the damage and stuff like that. So it's also it also increases my armor too. So I could have, instead of grabbing new armor, I could have just tinkered my armor and then just increase it from there. Okay, let's see if I actually can have the key card now. Nope, I need 100. My lockpick needs to be at 100. So what I might do is, I don't see another place where it could be. So what I might do is I might go over here and kill these guys over here. Also, I found out that if you reload a game, the enemies will respawn. Also, I am not... Okay, Sam, time for you to clean the house, okay? Let me see. Let me get you a good target to clean. Go clean that guy. Go clean this guy, Sam. Boom! Sam knows how to clean him out. I'm also starting to use my abilities more. Corporate Service Award. Trying to figure out what that was. There was a scientist that got blown up on the roof right there, and I kind of wanted to go find his body, but there isn't really a way over there. Chastity's highway key. I need a ULD weapons key. I don't know where to get that. So, in order to get this, so the ULD Weapon Lab terminal keycard. Okay, so, let me see here. Okay, Google. Where is the UDL Lab Weapons Terminal keycard, The Outer Worlds?
According to GoSuNoob.com, to find the UDL Lab Weapons keycard in Outer Worlds, all you have to do is get to the first floor of the small building where the terminal is. How does one do that? Well, go into the room adjacent to the one where the UDL Lab Weapons keycard is.
To the northeast, so it's around here. Maybe I gotta climb up here. Go into this small room. Hold on, let me check right here. To find the ULD keycard weapon in Outer Worlds, all you have to do is get to the first floor of the small building where the terminal is. Uh-huh. So all you have to do is get to the first floor where the terminal is. How does one do that? Well, go to the room adjacent to where the ULD weapons keycard is. It's in the northeast. Where to find the other words you do ULD weapons location. Our ULD weapons keycard location and guys, please read you. Once you have the okay, so find the ULD weapons lab keycard in the to find it. All you have to do is first get to the small building where the terminal is. How does one do that? One goes. Go into the room adjacent from the where the ULD weapons keycard is in the north.
Refilling water tanks with internal condensers.
If you So it's time to go to the first floor, which is up there. Check the bathroom, just in case. Anything behind the bathroom? Oh, right here. It's on the desk. Wow. Wow, it was right there the whole time.
They'll never see us.
Research data. Research log. Research log. Unlock. Container. To confirm that you are authorized personnel, the specialist please answer the following question. Let's see here. You were attended to accompany me to the... Okay, we're just gonna hack the rate, override channel locking. Please enter password. Correct response registered. Question 2. Oh boy. You are pursuing one of the many ULD personal security mega outlets and enjoying the fine selection of employees, compliance equipment. When you approach the stranger, he makes you an offhand comment that you should contribute an indirect insult to Rockman. Betray him relentlessly to defend the chairman's honor. So, protect the chairman. So, if anything has to do with protecting the chairman, yes. You and your spouse have a healthy, loving relationship, but one day you discover that they have been reading unsexual stories for your children. What do you do? Destroy the stories. You forbid the child from mentioning them again. Arrest your spouse and admit your children into a re-educational program. Turn into the stories of theory and claim responsibility. Correct response registered. Use the prototype crowd special weapon with has been authorized. Reminder: indoor use of the weapon will result in cleaning fees. So this is it, eh? The pick up gloop gun. Lockpick speed increased to be nearly instant. Oh, interesting. My phobics are getting away, like, a lot of those. Perks, let's see here. The negotiator. Vendor prices. Actually, let's reduce the vendor prices. $1,000, 1,000, 3,000. Oh, we actually completed Weapons for the Void. Interesting. So let's look at the Gloop gun. So we got a Gloop gun right here. And this Gloop gun does 62 damage. Let's take a look at it really quick. Wow, it shoots 10 shots. It shoots a whole 10 shots. Interesting. Alright, so we're done on Monarch. And then we gotta go to Stellar. I did not choose my ship. Whoopsies. But anyways, what have you been up to, Sullivan? Anything interesting going on? Also, I have a flamethrower. Flamethrower! When I want to burn the enemies down.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Destination reach Scylla. I think I need to take you and you over here. Alright, let's take a look at Nokia. What do you have? 907 with 151 damage. Alright, that's good. How's your armor? 29 and 29. Okay, good. You are 500. Is there anything stronger than 500? 22, 12, 41. There we go. Now, journal. The nearest one will be over that. Ah, you got me kidding me. There's no way I can get to there. There's no fast travel point. Let me see. Okay, so alright. A 20% discount. Let's sell the guns. So let's talk guns here. No! Buy back. I was like, wow, they're selling it a lot. Is there a workstation around here? The guy found out the buyback feature.
Unexpected.
Nothing like a good time.
I'll take your confession now.
Damn, but we're good.
Oh, I gotta head over there anyways. Oh boy. That's gonna be a pain in the butt though.
cult. Investigating.
Incoming! I smite you in the name of the law!
I smite you in the name of the law! Take him down. If he's still down, pin him down more.
Everyone all right?
Hermit's Lodge. Alright. Check out Hermit's Lodge.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
Where can we get this book translated to, Max? We're here to get this book translated, Max. That depends. Who are you? Oh, yeah. We're here to rob you. What do you got?
Not much, but you are free to take whatever you wish. Please leave me a few morsels of food, though. I may not eat a lot, but I still do need to eat.
We are not here to rob you. I've brought this book for you to translate for me. We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Look, can we just move along here, please? Herbert, lady, enough talk. How about you throw Max here a bone? We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help us?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Well, Max, you said there's a pair. You mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness. But is he truly? How did you find me? What happened to the thief who stole my book?
I don't know what happened to him, but we killed his son. But we had a good reason. Or maybe not. In hindsight, we may have acted rashly.
Regardless, Max sees the errors this ways, and he is committed to enlightening it. We have the tendency to act rationally when people cross us. Kind of like you're doing now? Oh, come on. You're holding that against him, are you? One little murder.
His actions say otherwise. Obviously, his preparation is wanting.
Max has spent his life. He's trying to overcome his violent tendencies. You are his last resort.
I must refuse. There is no telling what the experience would do to a mind such as his.
So that's it. Take the damn book, then. It's useless to me. Sorry, Captain. Clearly, we'll get nothing out of this charlatan. I see now it was a mistake to come here.
What do you think you're doing? Just keep your finger... Please, just take whatever you'd like and get out. You're interrupting my me time.
I wanted to get the...
I can't believe this. Years of obsession, my whole life's work. It was all for nothing. It can't just end like this. What sort of a half-assed destiny just peters out into nothing? I devoted myself every moment of every day to uncovering the truth. No, I don't accept it. I did find the truth. And the truth is, this religion is nothing more than a well-constructed lie, meant to keep the lowly sheep of the world in line.
What are you gonna do?
My eyes are open now. I won't live a lie. I reject any man-made system of control. What I'll do next? I just don't know.
My persuade wasn't up, but I couldn't even leave. Did I botch that? No, I didn't. My persuade skills wasn't up.
Carry on.
Well, that's... I can't talk to her. You don't have your answers.
Here we go.
Couple work, Captain.
She earns it. She just wanted... She refuses to translate the book. Now we can just take whatever we want. This door is sealed. I wonder if there's a way to unseal it. There's gotta be a way to unseal this door. There's something behind this door. A switch. Came all this way to get this book. That was so pointless.
I have your back, Captain.
Oh, big boy, take care of the big boy. Take care of big boy. Big boy going down.
You say?
Everyone all right?
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
Oh, I gotta head at each different. Oh boy.
We've got a fight on our hands. Never anger a man of the cloth.
Get it in, boys!
I am a... And that's how it's done, Captain?
I would feel disappointed, but I'm honestly not.
The strong survive and the weak perish. Here we go.
All those bullets are a hit.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Shotgun in the face, boy.
That's the last of them.
So this is the wall, eh?
Take cover!
Wait, can I actually survive out here? Hold on a sec.
Captain, you're wounded. No!
Okay, I could, but I overstayed my welcome. I should have just ran. Continue.
What's up? Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Or Charon. It's Charon.
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are. Fucking right we are.
I gotta admire her, the healer. Okay, so I don't have to go to Stellar. I know that for a fact.
now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
I think fallback would be just easier. It's just so in
Safely
case
out there.
if we need to go anybody nearby. Take Sam with us. Okay, region. I think I came across this before, this base. Bluster dies with a whimper. Oh yeah, I just realized one of the C9 members must be in a cave, just badly hurt or something. I'm like, oh, we need that.
Whew. Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well... I'm ready. Yeah. Right?
Or ownership data can drop price, status data ruined, contact your nearest mechanical, passcode accepted. Why have such a big place as a base? Like we're it's just you and a handful of friends. Sheesh.
Nicely done.
Boom! Sam comes in with the smackdown. Alright, let's try to challenge myself.
To shreds, you say?
Oh, I was gonna let them have at it and see if my companions can kill the rest of them. Search for the hive remains of Nikki and friends, inspect the grounds.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. Oh, sad maybe. First night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
You know, I did feel a bit different when we walked in.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
I thought you'd taken over someone else's abandoned property.
We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
A teenager out in Monarch Witness? Must have been a brave kid. Wait, you got a young girl killed.
Believe me, I had my complaints. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family, Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
I'm sorry, they aren't here to see us kick some manty ass. Let's do this.
Caution!
All right, Sam, clean the house, boys.
Industrial stain. Has been sanitized.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
You leave medallions here? Supposed to be what? Go ahead. Oh no, I think hold on to the medallions. Yeah, let's make her hang on.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
Help you remind them both of good and bad, not just the bad. What if someone finds the site? They could just steal them.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
That's fine, but try not to be a bad fluids. Oh, my crew.
Outstanding.
Yeah, let's just keep her. Might as well. Maybe next time we'll do a no companions run. I gotta actually leave the cave.
Damn, you got some nimble fingers, Captain.
I'm picklocking the loot from your space. You should be the one to... I shouldn't need to lockpick the stuff from your base. Apparently there's something here that I gotta do. Oh, wait, why did I do that? I already know, it's just telling me to go back to the ship. It's just telling me to go back to the ship.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
I swear, they need to stop that every single time. Alright, let me check my journal really quick. We have... So we have Don't Bite the Sign, which is bite Jizya, bite Jizya, bite Jizya. Okay. So the last three quests are over here.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
We gotta take Pavarotti. And I think that's it. So Sam, come on to Mom.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, Phineas sent me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
What's the information me?
Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in this estate, which is heavily guarded.
There's gotta be a way we can catch the minister someplace less protected. You can't get me.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Can't you get me into the state?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Okay, so what can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts. Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Just my tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
From who? Alright, so, variety, you got some things. Okay, don't bite the sun. That's in that direction, and Los Cantos. Okay, so we just all that way. Okay. All right, let's do Pavarotti's right there, since we should be close by. Oh, good news. This is just a small little area. Alright, I can understand that. Street access. Retiree.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Oh, believe me.
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
I can make one fly. I can make one fly. I was about to say, Sam, is that you doing cleaning on something else?
Hey, you! Yeah, you, with the million-bit smile. How'd you like to make it worth 10 million? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism, know what I mean?
I like where this is going.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance. Does
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Just tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
No job is too great, too grueling, or too gruesome for a Sam.
That's a unique model there. Might want to lease him for a Macbeth production, if it ever gets greenlit. What do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
You know what? I'm in. Let's do it.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Auntie Cleo's metal head. Feeling a little off balance?
Wow, feels different. I'm in an actual
Is that
city.
supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate.
Unit recharging. All cleaning jobs have been completed.
It's totally inaccurate, though. Abilities, House of Interpretations. Alright, let's check out journal right here. I shall speak to Minister Guards. Some Mr. Clark's guards hang out at a local bar. One of them might be able to provide some information regarding Clark's residence. Interesting.
Hey, stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Didn't know it was such a big shot.
Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
What's so important about being about guard of Minister Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony.
Why?
That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Congratulations.
Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
How about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion?
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Get him more drunk.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst.
Then drink him.
You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
I'll give up some.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary. Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there. Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My automechanical assistant does all the work for me.
Scanning for C254.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
I need, let's see. Spectrum vodka.
June Leo like a casserole, right? Everyone likes a casserole. I mean, I don't really, but I don't count. They're cakes. Cakes I like. Yeah? I mean...
Hey, you look familiar. Have we met before? Cheers to me! Hey, you were really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another? Oh, he's medium height with like medium color.
We're gonna get him
hair,
drunk
like,
off his
kind of a
butt.
medium face. Just like in his posters. Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started.
Alright, here. Have another.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws, I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Let's have another.
I really should. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
With your BMI, you could metabolize another just to drink plenty of water. That's a problem for tomorrow.
You know, that's a very good point. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast?
Preparing bodily waste. Collection receptacle.
I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
That was easy. Alright, he's gonna be out of commission for a while.
I've always loved
Is Mayfield still drinking? Idiot's probably face down on the bar by now. Take it easy. Not like you can get into any trouble passed out. Move along.
Oh, believe me. He probably get into it.
Today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards we earn for your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
I'm here for Mr. Clark.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
What's the minister expecting delivery?
Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Very well. I need to have access to the board.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
Yeah, you're in big trouble. So why don't tell me what you did?
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
Oh, now tell me what happened.
They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
Oh, really? That's, I could look for your sprats.
Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
Oh!
Nicely done.
Why did you guys open the door? thought this was the entrance to the parcel, and I'm like, okay, never mind, that's the back entrance.
Reminder, unit modifications performed by unauthorized technicians are not authorized by the parent company.
Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. Doesn't it feel better to locomote without grit in your gears?
To gain authorization credentials.
There's nothing to see here. Move along. Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like your papers are in order. All right. Go on through.
Thank you for your time. Okay, let me do a repeat. Okay, so now Phineas knows Mr. Clem has been hoarded in this cemetery. He just needs you to get to the city and steal it easily.
How did you get in here?
Wait, can we close this door? Sheesh.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
I'm here for this.
Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Will that be all, then? Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
You better start making that sense real fast.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
You expect me to believe this?
After seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, things aren't right in Halcyon. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
If it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
It's filthy indeed, my mechanical friend. Rife with the worst sort of corruption. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
You seem a little too excited by all this.
We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of Halcyon. Is this not exhilarating?
Listen, I could kill you right here.
Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time.
I'm glad I have someone else on my side. If you're the best at this colony, we're screwed.
I assure you, I didn't ask to be locked up and made to perform like a trained animal. But I'm attempting to make the best of an opportunity. I only hope you can do the same. Now, we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis district, along with the other major corporate and government facilities. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
The tunnels sound good. I prefer a quiet approach.
Well, you won't have much human company down there. Plenty of sprats and automechanicals, though. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
What used to be your office? How did you manage to hang yourself up?
The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look.
Anyways, I should get going. Do I want to know?
I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles.
I like him. I like him. He's definitely... Okay. Maybe he might live.
Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
Why are you trusting me to help you?
Why, indeed. I know so little about you, much less your motivations. But I'm afraid I don't have many options, confined as I am. Besides, I've nothing to lose. If you're looking into Rockwell, I can only hope you're also looking out for Halcyon. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do something our own selves?
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that message. We must hope for their intervention.
How long will that take?
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. And now, I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Alright, so trust no one. Let's get my lockpick up there. Lockpick and speed is increased to be nearly instant, which is good. Find pristine item chance 100%.
Nice.
Not so fast. What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want. I was just leaving. I accidentally did it without. I was actually doing it by self-conscious right there. Well, since I'm here, I could explore around. What's a fancy house? Alright, give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back.
I wonder what Junlei's up to. Ready when you are.
Alright. Let's get back to it.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be somewhere else.
Excuse me, do you have a problem with me?
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
Gracefully, right on. I really like to sock this lady in the face, yes.
Ugh, how utterly expected. You must be one of those violent vagrants I've heard tell of, wandering the system in search of brutality. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
How'd you get it here?
I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see.
But what did you do to earn a place here?
I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him.
Inheriting bits isn't the same as earning them.
Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. The worst thing to happen to Halcyon, a contest that gives even the lowliest, most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
Both guys have some inherent basis, so technically.
Only if I win it.
Oh yeah, well if you win it.
It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
Interesting.
How come we never find jobs where we don't get shot at? Like, delivering woolly calves, maybe?
Because woolly calf delivery is the exclusive purview of Happydale Farms, a division of the Post-Agri Corporation. How could you possibly be so ignorant? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you?
Why would I ever someone with someone so selfish?
Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
I do like money. Give me something better.
Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like?
Fine, I'll do it. But I'll put the money,
Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. You'll encounter security afterward, but surely you'll handle it. You are the violent sort of vagrant, after all.
How'd you get those ass codes?
The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
Well, let's go. Remind me to shoot her when we get back. I'm gonna enjoy shooting her right in the face. Alright. Guess we gotta go in here. Restricted.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
Mind if I take a breather? I'm pretty tired after having to walk around with all these bits.
What in the law's name are you on about? Sure. Let me just take that off your hands.
Oh, it's gonna...
Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue. What I meant was, welcome to the Acropolis district.
Goodbye. Oh, that cost me a good hefty bit, didn't it? Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, yeah. Indeed it is tall. Forgot I was supposed to go through the sewers or something like that. Well, the guard just got paid $2 grand. That's pretty. That works in their favor, right?
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
Don't worry about it.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Polway Pharmaceuticals.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Fine.
Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
Oh, what a shame.
I was going to suggest that myself. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your form.
Mighty fine of you.
Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
That is fine by me. One second, guys. Alrighty. I'm back. Alright. I managed to get through.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
What exactly do you hear?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
Any chance to meet with Chairman Rockwell?
Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
Let's see here. Alright, I actually don't know what it was, how on earth. But, let's see here. And then, Sam, let's take a look at your perks, buddy. Okay, so let me take a look at the journal here. Clark is certain Roxwell is behind the purchase of the chemicals. The maintenance memo beneath my eyes connects to the Apollo district. Let's see here. Mr. Clark knows nothing about the. Also explained that Chairman Rockwell has actually been keeping him under house arrest. Oh, hello. Come here, buddy.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
I won't be long. I'm just admiring the architecture.
I suppose that is
admissible. Please try not to break anything.
I'm gonna need to improve my lie too. So much I don't want to really steal here.
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
View priority message. Send Mr. Clark message. Let's see here. Pit ministry keycard. Ooh, that might work. Investigate the chairman's office. What?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
It is. Package is show transfer to drill, send around. Please follow between 6 to 9 months for your message to complete. So what's taking so long? Measure food resources. Uh-oh. He's a wealthy man. He won't be needing anything here. There's gotta be something. I'm trying to look for an ID card just for the board. If I could find one and be able to access the board restricted areas, which would be pretty good.
How may I be of assistance?
I'll be on my way. Alright, so let's see here. You've learned that the judge was at the Ministry of Accuracy, the moral along the whatever Chairman Rockman is working on. And morale, along with whatever Chairman is working on. I don't like what the board's doing, actually. I think they're going to do a repeat of what happened with the Hope.
You're cleared. Go on through.
Let's look like we'll get the board thing from here. I'm gonna have to level up my locking, the pick lock experience up to 100. Get that up there. I think I'm almost there though too. If I have a key, it's perfectly fine. Big Joyce. Has restricted access. We're gonna have to go through there too. How do I get through there? Because I need identifications from the board.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
That actually might have been useful. Someone wants to. Someone's not gonna like that all too well.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all pretty unpleasant. What do you think they actually do down there?
Best not to ask. Remember that one clerk, Emily? She found a badge one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again.
Emily has a badge. That might help. Maybe I can get a badge off of here. View employee complaint. Let's see here. Theodore Ikis, keeping eats my lunches. I know that's a problem. That's disgusting. Good. I'm just gonna send the kitchen away for him to do it again. I'll catch him on the act, and then I'll come back and write another entry. So, journal.
If you see any sprats loose up here, definitely don't touch them.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance. Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
How's system clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Intimidate. Let me through right now. The office records won't be fitted. Your office record won't be finished from Police Force.
What?
Waste my time to bury you in deep conversations. People like me never repeat themselves.
Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming. Please, go on through. And let's forget this misunderstanding, huh?
I just act that snobby.
Muting volume now.
I want to know what's in that room. Come on, guys, get in here.
Returning.
Great work.
UDL identification charge. Wait, does this mean I can get to the board? No, a sec. If I go to inventory, I go to this. I got a UDL. Boris ID. This cartridge belongs to an IDU employee. The shot developed by PDS Wells, used by Richard. Oh, yes, it does. So I can do ULD clearance, so I can pose. I have to.
Keep your eyes out for dissidents.
Alright, there we go. Let's move on. I don't know how to refresh it. So the moment I start moving, it's going to start decreasing. So, sneaking.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification.
Dr. Elder can vouch for me.
What? That's what I asked you.
What was that? Didn't hear you.
That's what I asked you.
Can you speak up, please?
That's what I asked you.
No, neither. Go before I call it leave. Interrogation successful. Your shot disguise is recharged. You only works a few times in each restricted area. Okay. There's the exit door. Discontinued due to adverse reactions, but discontinued. You've learned that as administering more. Caroline has a scientist administrator is among the feud with Theodore. You found an empty canister. There must be a way to transfer the outside to it. Caroline is a scientist administrator tomorrow. Has an ongoing feud with Theodore and one of her co-workers. Let's see. Warning. This procedure is invalidation of experiment due to the cause deaths of human test subjects. Continue. Reducing the sulfide concentration to 0% will result in the cancellation of the experiment and the loss of associated data. Experiment integrity of test subject will be maintained by leaving 74 days. Experiment details. Rockwell Charles. Lifetime Employment Program. Project Lifetime Employment Program. To repeatedly revive human subjects repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of a human. subject in loss of social opportunity. Result. Progress continues optimistic. Huh. As much as he gets. But we do need to save the colonists. It's time for a bored little payback. They won't even know. $100%. The board, I think I already figured out what the board wants to do. The board wants to do what it did with the Hope and send it on the ship. But what I'm starting to think is that the board, so is that the Hope was the exact same thing what happened to the Hope. So I think the Hope and what the board's doing, it has common grounds. I think it's good to send a ship out there and then just pretend it's lost. Okay, journal. Use the password parentheses to give you access to via terminal. Maverick said auditions held on the top floor of the Pictures building. Alright, let's continue on.
Area assessment. Spick and span.
Hello? Anybody home? They're all sealed but that one door. Logs. Cascada compromised. I've received messages that an unauthorized user is looking through the files on my Cascade terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 fire and brace house may not. I hope whoever it is understands the sacrifice made of Monarch from an HRS 2 1084 serve a highly purpose one day when it's all as intended in state of being humanity. Continue. HRS, the worst way species is confirmed. HRS was ransacked. Who knows what We came in with the suspension tanks. My team, as usual, my handlers and the board are no help until I deliver a result. They can't replicate the package. The corrupting factions and diverse their host population since it's from yet another relocation. Circumstances were highly optimal. Primary, secondary labs, potentially inhabitable, unstable, pulled Cassette out underneath. Some of the combinations of cabin fever and superior has perhaps my home instead from Brazil will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know I can hardly deserve what is this. The first extraterrestrial. Ever since the species became aware of itself, we improvise. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Updates we pass out. Vodka. Laboratory access. Unsealed entrance. So she was aware that what was going on, but she doesn't know that I'm coming right now for her.
New area discovered. Preparing to sanitize.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? Hagen. I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Why would the board want you dead?
To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
You've been to Cascade, the Station 34, and all your dirty secrets.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Orders to airlock your friends sleeping so I don't report in.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
They were trying to prove experiment on themselves.
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
Are you talking about the food supply, aren't you?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
This is Starlight, but this doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believe that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
The adaptations didn't save the research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
You burned through a lot of viable scientists and arrived at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Phineas wouldn't like that option. Keep working with the board to save the boy. I'll leave you be. Pravati, what do you think? How do you think it is? Sam, dare I ask your thoughts on this matter?
A lethal cleaning solution is the best cleaning solution. Don't just smear germs around, kill them so they can't come back.
The fate of my research is in the hands of a sanitation unit? I see. How unexpected.
Sam? Okay, let's go on. Let's see.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Nope. Sorry. It's my job.
Dirt alert!
Sam, clean the house.
Sanitization incoming.
That's the last of them.
You're right, there is no one that can continue this work. Dr. L'Oreal, current status, active, life science, minimal access. Subject will need medical treatment beyond our current understanding before any attempts of extraction is made. You should have let go, Lore. I drew the short straw. It was my turn. I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop searching for a way to bring you back. If I fail, may the architect and non-man place your equation. Yeah.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to. Just seems to happen around you, is all.
Believe me, there's always going to be trouble around me. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I just got revived, and I'm told... I just got revived from a conversation, and I was just given a task to just revive my other colonists. Point is, mission is done. Now let's go get you your uniform, shall we?
the sweetest boy? Who is it?
Error. Unable to process the specific customer service request. Please repeat the order.
Yeah, you are.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Unable to. I don't know who is a good boy. Sam's a good boy. He is. I love Sam.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art?
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a cloak.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
Can you tell me you can tell all the way by the way I'm standing?
Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Just get rid of mine.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
Might as well. Sounds like fun. Count me in.
Everything I need to know can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my new line. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
What benefit? What's the benefit of seeing me wear it? Can't blame you.
Oh, you cad. You'll be the talk of Byzantium once
Oh
I'm done.
yeah, boys.
I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear. Helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
Let's see what I can do with you.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
My engineer's going on a date. She's finally outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing, and copyright. There.
Think she can afford that? She needs something to impress her true love.
Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
I guess we'll sell. Did you actually measure her outfit? I didn't see you measure her tape.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back. I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how.
She gets all
I get scared
nervous.
just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Where am I supposed to find the spacer's gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Alright. So the Groundbreaker. I wonder what lies beyond those doors. Oh, let's move on. Okay, so I guess I have to talk to Pavarotti. Right there.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Pavarotti, making every single thing perfect won't change Julia's feelings.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Good, because I don't want to run around. I really don't. Alright, let's go check out the, what do we got? The Cupid of Lavatory. Gillis warned you about the exterminated mechanicals. Make spacesuits won't travel. Celestial needs to rest up high unawares. Speak to Celeste while wearing the suit, armor, and headpiece with following. Risk Cat, Marauder, and Spacer. Do I have any of the armors on me at the moment? Riot Control, armor, armored ballistic. Vented mass helmet, let's go see if this is what she's looking for.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
Hey, nope. So I need Marauder, Isolus, and... which I did, but I've been selling my armor. So let's go to Journal.
Spacer's Choice 2-hour energy break.
I'm afraid I can't go down the hall, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is. Don't I ever, my dear fellow. Why, I spent 3 hours filing a discussion authorization just to commence our little tete-a-tete. How we suffer in the name of commerce.
I really want to kill him right now. I want everyone on this planet to die right now. Every single body in the city. Dead. So we'll just sell the rest. There we go. This is supposed to be a studio. Odeon Pictures. It looks awful. Like, what on earth? Why is it the same elevator every time? They just reuse the same elevator in this one.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
Is in the bag. The trash bag.
Hold on, pictures, tile.
Great, you made it. Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural.
Got it.
We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen.
Can work with that.
See, I knew you'd get it. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content,
my God,
we'll be nigh unstoppable.
Their sponsorship. Joke's on you. Those crates are just full of decoys. You foul pirates. You won't let you get away with this. Foul pirates. I won't let you get away with this.
Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too... Oh, sorry. I already said that.
Reminder. Prolonged exposure to germicidal fumes kills brain cells.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us.
Remain silent. Things you just described are scientifically possible. And what of it?
Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come.
You ran like a coward then, you'll run like... And you'll run now if you know what's good for you.
I just got chills. But still, you'll not stop me now. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field, and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma.
Nothing to say about it. Not if I have anything to say about it. Most of those words are made up. One of those are real, don't work like that. Saying nothing but make your eye twitch a little. I'm gonna do good in this part.
Oh, but there's nothing you can do. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers, because this is the end for you.
Hi. No, it's the end of you. Oh, I don't have my Intimidate up. That sucks.
Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut. That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
Break a leg.
Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though.
You don't sound impressed.
Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know? Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Alright. Well, since I don't get the part. That's what happens when you don't give me the parts. I want to try to redo that. Let me see if I can redo that. I want to see if it's actually possible. Hopefully... Hopefully I can still redo that part. Intelligence average, perception's down. Let's see. My intimidate needs to be at 100. It's at 84.
All natural. All good.
If you could just leave me back at the ship, I'm sure there's something I ought to be fixing now.
Alright, let's do a quick save.
Great, you made it. Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen.
I can work with that.
See, I knew you'd get it. Now go in there, find
I think he
your
does
mom,
want me
and
to kill
show
him.
us what you got.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain
I'll
Steamer?
do it. I'll
You're
do
too
his
late.
normal lines, and then I'll just
All of
do
this
a
element
rewind if it
CMP
failed.
Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. They are? What an unexpected twist. You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Reminder. Prolonged exposure to germicidal fumes kills brain cells.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axajax, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us. What indeed? I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come. I just got chills. But still, you'll not stop me now. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll... Oh, but I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death.
And let's see, try.
Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut, cut. That was fantastic. With actors like you, who needs writers? Take 5.
Alright, let's see how I did this time.
That was brilliant stuff. Do you write your own material?
What's the, you bet.
Amazing. Just firm up that jawline, and you'll be a triple threat. I'm gonna have to fire the writing staff. What do those anemic fuckwits know about dialogue anyway? I'm thinking a whole new script. More pirates, bigger explosions, you flicking a Stogie Slim into a barrel of gasoline. Marketing says that kind of action sells tickets. Here, this is for your work today. I'll be in touch once we get that script.
Alright, there we go. That was easy. The board reputation increased. Oh boy, I'm gonna get my reputation increased, and then the moment they find out what I did, it's gonna go straight down to the bottom. Alright, so let's see here. Don't bite the stun. Tess, Celeste needs you to rest the hard drive. So, why call them? Use the password. Vascular Retirement District. And then that's the close, and let's save the spreads. Actually, we'll wrap things up from here, and then do some Earth tonight there, guys. So, we'll save here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed there. As always, be sure to stay strong, stay alive, and I'll see you guys around in a little bit there in Place of Earth, and have a good one, guys.